Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the weekly market analysis. If this is your first time visiting this channel, do also click on the subscribe button and smash notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. So we are entering into a new week, and as a matter of fact, it's the last week of the month of November. And just as we normally do on this channel, before we begin a new week, I bring you what is up so far as the currency market is concerned, what you're expecting to see on the market. So it's a new week. So last week was good. We were able to catch some few pips on the market and all that. So we are looking forward to end the month of November on a very, very good note. So just as we are here, let's delve into the market and see what is up for us as far as the currency market is concerned. But before we start, let's delve into the economic news calendar to see the news that is up for us so far as going into a new week is concerned. So we start with Monday. So on a Monday, 27th of November 2023, we have USD high impact news. That is the new home sales month over month for the month of October. The new home sales for the month of October. On Tuesday, 28th of November, we have retail sales month over month for the month of October for Australia. We have the consumer confidence for Germany, which is in the Eurozone. Then we have the Bank Australia manufacturing PMI for the month of November, so far as Australia is concerned, which is also in the Eurozone. On Wednesday, we have the monthly CPI indicator for the month of October for Australia. We have the North Westphalia CPI year over year for the month of November for Euro. Then we have retail sales month over month for the month of October for Spain. We have retail sales year over year for the month of October for Spain. All right, yes. The last time I made you aware the meaning of the month over month and in the year over year. All right, I'm not going to say it again, but what I will tell you is that between the month over month and year over year, the most important thing to focus on is the year over year. All right, so take note of that. So you have CPI year over year so far as Germany is concerned. We have CPI month over month so far as Germany is concerned. So all these news you are seeing here marked with Germany are all high impact news, which is going to affect the Eurozone. Then we'll have the USD goods trade balance for the month of October for USD. We have GDP, yes, GDP growth rate quarter over quarter for the third quarter. So this is going to, on Wednesday, I'll be looking forward to see what actually will come out so far as the GDP of the United States is concerned. It will really, really affect the market. Yes, it's one of the things that I'll look at so far as going into next week is concerned. On Thursday, November 30th, you have retail sales month over month for the month for Germany. We have retail sales year over year for the month of October for Germany. We have retail sales month over month for the month of October for Swiss franc. We have retail sales year over year for the month of October for Swiss franc. We have inflation rate year over year for the month of October for France. We have unemployment rate for the month of November for Germany. We have unemployment change for the month of November for Germany. We have unemployment rates for the month of October for Italy. We have unemployment rate for the month of October for Eurozone. Inflation rate year over year for the month of November for Eurozone. CPI for the month of November so far as the Eurozone is concerned. We have retail sales year over year for the month of September for Greece. CPI for the month of November for Italy. Inflation rate year over year for the month of November for Italy. Unemployment rate for the month of October for Greece. And then GDP growth rate quarter over quarter for the third quarter so far as CAD or Canada is concerned. So this is also one thing that I'll also be looking at. All right. So if you're trading USD CAD, you should be focusing on the GDP for USD and GDP for CAD. Don't miss that. All right. Yes. And then we have the core PC price index month over month for the month of October so far as USD is concerned. Personal spending month over month for the month of October for USD. Then we have personal income month over month for the month of October for USD. We have initial jobless claims for the month of November. That is on the 25th of November for USD. Then jobless claims 4-week average for November 25th so far as USD is concerned. Continuing jobless claims November 18th for USD. Then bank manufacturing PMI for November so far as Australia is concerned. Then we have on Friday, the 1st of December, we have a restoration of Independence Day for Portugal. All right, that is not going to affect the market, so forget about it. I mean, we wouldn't see any effect on the market as far as this bank holiday is concerned. So just take note. Unemployment rate for the month of November for Austria, manufacturing PMI for the month of November for Spain. Then you have manufacturing PMI for the month of November for Swiss franc. We have manufacturing PMI for the month of November for Italy. We have manufacturing PMI for the month of November for France. We have manufacturing PMI for the month of November for Germany. We have manufacturing PMI for the month of November for Eurozone. Global manufacturing PMI for the month of November for Greece. Global manufacturing PMI for the month of November for GBP. Then we have the CAD unemployment change for the month of November. We have unemployment rate for the month of November for Canada. We have S&P Global Manufacturing PMI for the month of November as far as Canada is concerned. Then we have the Global Manufacturing PMI for the month of November. Then ISM Manufacturing PMI for the month of November for USD. Then finally, we have a speech from the Fed chair so far as USD is concerned. So these are the high impact news we expect to see on the market so far as going into next week is concerned. So just as you can see, there is a lot of high impact news coming up. All right, it's very normal when a month is ending like this, volatility increases on the market. All right, there's a lot of volatility injection on the market, so take note as we are ending the month. All right, be very, very careful. So that is just that for the economic news calendar. Let's delve into the charts and see what is happening. So for the dollar index, in my last analysis, I made you aware that I'm expecting to see the dollar index continue to push to the downside, and we are still seeing that push. All right, yes, we are still seeing the push to the downside. Look at how price moved. All right, look at the impulse move it gave us, then the correction, then we had an impulse move. So on Tuesday, Wednesday, we had price pushing to the upside. Then Thursday, Friday, we saw price selling. Going into next week, I want to see price continue to push to the downside, taking out this low right here, this liquidity we are seeing right here, and then the liquidity of the low of the previous 60-day low. All right, yes, I'm expecting to see price continue to push to the downside. So as it stands now, the dollar index is heavily bearish. All right, yeah, so take note of that. Let's look at what is happening on GBPUSD. Yeah, so for GBPUSD, just as you can see, all right, if the dollar index is pushing to the downside, expect GBPUSD to continue to push to the upside. So I'm expecting GBPUSD to continue to push to the upside. You've taken out the previous 40-day high. The next draw on liquidity is the previous 60-day high. So going into next week, you might see a little bit of a retracement, then we see a push to the upside. So as it stands now, I will still be looking for bullish prices going into a new week. All right, yeah, so that is just that for GBPUSD. Let's go what is happening on AUDUSD. Yeah, so for AUDUSD, price is still pushing to the upside. All right, so far as we are seeing weakness in the dollar index, then just know that we'll see strength in foreign currencies. All right, there's something that should be at your fingertips. Correlation analysis. All right, I've been saying this all the time. If you don't have it, I mean, yeah, then I don't know what you are really doing here. Yeah, so we've taken out the previous 40-day high. My next draw on liquidity is the previous 60-day. I want to see price continue to push to take out the previous 60-day high into this other block you are seeing here. All right, into this bearish other block you are seeing here. So that is going to be my expectation so far as AUDUSD is concerned. Let's look at what is happening on USDCAD. So for next week, we have two major news for this market. All right, the GDP for USD and GDP for CAD. All right, so take note of that. All right, yes. So for USD CAD, I'm still expecting that push to the downside. All right, yes. So going into next week, you might see a little bit of retracement up then you see a push down. All right, we are yet to take the previous 20-day high, sorry, the previous 20-day low, and then the previous 40-day low as well. All right, that is going to be my next draw on liquidity. So the previous 20-day low as well as the previous 40-day high. So on a long-term basis, I'll be looking forward to see USD CAD continue to push to downside. So that is going to be my expectation so far as USD CAD is concerned. Let's look at what is happening on GBPJPY. Yeah, so for GBPJPY, we are still pushing to the upside. All right, yes, we are still pushing to the upside. Investors are capitalizing on the weakness of the yen, and then they are making more buys for the British pound. So we are still seeing GBPJPY continue to push to the upside. You've taken out the previous 40-day high and the previous 60-day high. So as it stands now, I also expect to see a push to the upside. All right, yeah, so I want to see price continue to retrace a little bit into the zone, then a push to the upside. So that is going to be my expectation so far as GBPJPY is concerned. Let's go what is happening on EURJPY. Yeah, so for EURJPY, we are also expecting to see price continue to push to the upside. All right, we saw that retracement happening, then right after that, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we saw price pushing to the upside. So going into next week, I also expect to see EURJPY continue to make that movement or to give us that bullish continuation. So that is going to be my expectations for us. EURJPY is concerned. Let's look at what is happening on the gold market. So for gold, we are still seeing a push. All right, remember there is weakness in the dollar index, and so for gold, we still continue to see price pushing to the upside. For some time now, I haven't touched gold, or I haven't even placed the trade on gold because I want to see a very clear setup. All right, yes, I'm very patient. I'm very patient with gold because I mean there are other markets that are really giving me good setups to take. All right, yeah, so I would have taken this trade, all right, but I mean I missed it. I didn't even see it. So I mean that is just that. So for gold, I'm still expecting to see price push to the upside. Yeah, so that is just that for gold. Let's go what is happening on NASDAQ. For NASDAQ, we are still seeing that push. I'm still expecting to see price push to the upside. All right, yeah, so going into next week, we might see a little bit retracement. All right, we have a lot of low resistance liquidity right here. All right, that is why I haven't touched it. I haven't touched NASDAQ for some time now because the low resistance, I don't enter trade whereby we have low resistance liquidities. All right, yes, I want to place my stop loss at a high resistance liquidity. So for NASDAQ, I'm still expecting a push to the upside, but I'm silent on that. All right, yes, I'm waiting to see a very much clear setup on that. Yeah, so that is just that so far as the weekly market analysis is concerned. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, do well to click on the subscribe button and smash the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. We are entering into the last week of the month of November. Make sure you are very careful on the market. All right, it is a very dangerous week because when it happens like this, the market makers are closing their books for the month. All right, and they need that liquidity to close those books. All right, don't fall prey to it. Make sure you observe risk management. And trust me, you're going to end the month on a very good note. I'll come your way again another time. Peace.